What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Sunday pregame kickoff with the Moneyline Madness. Boys, what is going on? Simo, Konstantine, got a couple new faces here. Obviously Andy B is not on the scene. Andy is actually at the Giants game on his way, probably at the Mall of America doing some shopping or something like that. But we are very happy to welcome Konstantine from the Dynasty Dogs podcast. Con, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm happy to be on here, and I'm hoping for a Giants win again today.
Hell yeah, dude. We got 3 Giants fans in the house. I know some of these viewers are going to be sick coming in here saying that we got 3 Giants fans. We're going to be talking our shit, going to be spreading some propaganda. Not really propaganda if we're backing it up, right? Like this is the real deal business that we're talking here with these New York Football Giants. This is the real deal. So going into today, I mean, we may as well start off with the Giants game. How are you guys feeling ahead of this battle with a team like the Ravens, who are known to be a legitimate squad in the AFC?
Man, I think personally it's going to be a really good game. I think that Ravens have a really weak defense, and the Giants have a really good rushing offense. And I think and all you need is an offense and a good defense. And that's the thing. Wink Martindale is our defensive coordinator. He's an ex-Ravens defensive coordinator. And he knows Lamar Jackson.
He knows the system. He knows the system, especially
what they're running inside and out. Okay? He knows exactly what they're going to try and do. And I think we have the upper hand when it comes to that.
Yeah, no doubt. Guys, if you have any questions, fantasy questions, betting questions, anything on the lines, any player props like that, a little touchdown that you're interested in, just let us know. I know Imaine likes to ask us about some of those touchdown props, so in case anybody, MetLife is buzzing, boys.
That's buzzing.
That's a fact. I think MetLife definitely is going to be buzzing for sure. Let's go Phils, Double R. I know you're coming in here with all this Philly hype, but
here we go.
Man, I don't know. I can't even say anything, bro. They got everything going on right now.
Look, I gotta be honest.
I'm
a Mets fan, and it sucks that the Phillies went to the LCS, but I'm so glad they beat the Braves, man. I'm so happy you guys beat the Braves. Now I just hope the Padres can kick you guys in the play.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only
think
scenario.
The Padres are gonna win that series, but the Phillies are hot, bro. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Bro, the Phillies look like they got
baseball.
that magic right now. They look like they have that lightning in a bottle.
Hot shit going right now, and so do the Padres. Don't get her. And they beat some far formidable opponents. They beat the Mets.
Yeah.
They beat the fucking Dodgers, and they beat the Dodgers very
handily. Very handily.
3-1. Right?
Yeah.
So
they took care of business over there.
Padres are not a fucking game. I'm rooting for the Padres because at the end of the day, that's who the Mets lost to. We can hang our hat on that. We can hang our hat on that. Good. Hey, we lost to the team that went to the World Series, or we lost to the team that won the championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's very possible with the Padres this year.
Yeah, no, I mean, and especially you think about this Padres squad, they don't even have Tatis, So, what could these playoffs have been like had they had Fernando Tatis in that lineup? I mean, that would have been absolute war against the Dodgers in this series. We're 4-3 against the Padres this year. Yeah, man, I don't know, and they look like
this Padres team.
Nola looks good.
Season.
I mean, even you got Syndergaard coming out looking good. What the hell?
So
I know that hurts you guys. That sucks, dude.
Bro, he wasn't that good, bro.
He came out and had a good little outing. I mean, we can't just
decent outing
entirely.
Cool. There's people in the group posting, playoff Thor over playoff DeGrom and Scherzer. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
shut the fuck up.
At the same time, honestly, I was looking at the Facebook group yesterday, and they were talking about Ja Morant being better than Luka, and I had to.
God.
Nah, and the response I got, I said, he literally goes to me, he says, Ja Morant is way better than Luka. It's not close. And I said, I didn't know dunks win you basketball games. And he said, watch who's going to be the MVP next year.
Luka. Luka's going to be the MVP.
At this point, it's not, I don't know. It's really not close for me. It's not close at all. But, I mean, I don't know. That's why I take everything that they say in Facebook with a grain of salt. I mean, we do love them over there, but
it's a
sometimes
group.
you get some crazy.
There's a bunch of non-professionals talking about sports. You're gonna get some crazy takes.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't understand that about the group is that like it's a bunch of people that aren't professionals talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Everyone's
like,
allowed to voice their opinion for sure.
Everybody has it's a blessing and it's a curse at the same time because it gives certain people that like attention a platform.
You're goddamn right, Ernest. We're hammering home Giants money line today.
Giants money line.
Absolutely can bet your Giants by 24.
What?
You said it, not me, Ernest. You said it, not me.
I hope so.
Can we get thoughts on Tiger King Tua coming back, being cleared to return to the Dolphins today? Can we get some thoughts on that, Ernest? Let me know.
He's out.
Next week he's coming back.
He's not. They're not going to activate him. They're just
they're
cleared.
not activating him this week, but he's coming back.
But he's
Steelers against.
They gave him the okay though that he's like healthy to participate and stuff. So I mean, he should be at practice tomorrow.
I don't care. That's my upset alert. That's my big money play. Dolphins money line. I'm telling you right now.
Line. What are the odds on that?
Money line. I can't even check. Can you check for me?
Some Fins ML right there. I do. I mean, are they underdogs today?
Fins money line.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're going up against the Vikings. So I'd imagine plus 150. Okay.
Plus 150? That's it?
Yeah. Simo, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was gonna take Vikings minus 3.5.
Ooh, goddamn.
Can we hear why? Let's get some.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes, so, plus 3.5.
I was very, very unimpressed with their defense against the Jets. And I think Zach Wilson in his first week back off of the knee issues and all that stuff, if he was able to do that against them and they were able to run the rock like that with Breece Hall and everybody, then what is Dalvin Cook going to do? And what is Kirk Cousins going to do with Justin Jefferson? They don't have a good cornerback 3. And the Vikings have 3 really good receivers in KJ Osborne, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson.
Osborne's very slept on.
So I actually had Osborne down as a touchdown prop plus 310 because I don't think they're not going to have anybody on for that wide receiver 3. That's where I was at on it.
Yep, and here we go. Xavier Howard was hurt last game as well, so
and Xavier Howard is back. Xavier Howard's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Is he 100%?
Maybe not, but
because he missed the first few weeks, right? As well, then he came back and then he's gone. So I don't know. But I mean,
here's my thought process on it: is I do think the Vikings do win ultimately, but if you wanted to sprinkle something on Dolphins money line, it's good value, and I think the Vikings ain't gonna be able to handle that fucking Miami Heat. These are underrated factors. This is what happened to Buffalo, right?
Exactly.
Buffalo was cooking out there. Them boys was hot.
Is it as hot? Is it as hot? I mean, they are from Minnesota, so they're very.
They're not used to this shit, bro. I'm telling you, they're not used to this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I take things like that into factor sometimes, big time. Because I watched that Bills game and the Bills
that was a massive factor in the Bills game.
They were fucked. They were fucked.
It's not like a desert in Miami today. It's 84.
That's hot enough.
Okay.
I don't know.
The game is in prime time. Take the Vikings. Oh, great. That's a good point. No Kirk Cousins in prime time. That is, man. We cooking everyone. Ernest just with his Dolphins.
Nah, but really though, I really like Giants money line more than anything. When it comes to spreads, when it comes to upset spreads, Giants at plus 200.
Yeah.
I think that's a real possible W. I think that's a stronger bet, honestly.
Yep. I mean, I got another underdog if you're trying to look for a little lay here. If you want to go for a little 2-legger, I really like Jacksonville going against the Colts today. They're at plus 108, and considering the Colts don't have Jonathan Taylor or Nyheim Hines, and Michael Pittman is known to be 75%, they're kind of just pushing him out there. Their offensive line is banged up as well. We don't know, Quentin Nelson has been there but not there, right? They have some holes over there. So I don't know. I really think the Jaguars have something going on. I mean, Dougie P is on a roll. They've been competing in every game, and I mean, it's noticeable. I think that they could win the AFC South right now at this rate. If they keep consistent, I don't see why not only they could win this game, but also, take that division. There's really no competition out there for them.
There really isn't.
I mean, you put together, if you want to go Jacksonville money line and Giants as well, you're getting a 2-leg parlay at plus 524. So that's pretty juicy. I don't know. It's talking to me a little bit.
What do you guys think about the Seahawks money line plus 120 at home against the Cardinals?
I like that too. I like Seahawks money line
Because I see a lot of
I think the Seahawks are going to win against.
Is
the
this
Cardinals.
the day of the dog?
Bro, I was gonna say
this could be the day of the dog. This is the theme right now. I like a lot of money line. I mean,
Hey, Chiefs are underdog as well. I remember, Stemo, you were saying on Mo Sports TV. I mean, checking in from work. What up, fellas? Who day? I mean, how we doing, bro? You ready for today?
What's going on, I mean?
It's gonna be a good game. I mean, it's kind of fair matchup between the Bengals and Saints, in my opinion. They're kind of both down in the dump.
Andy Dalton. They got Andy Dalton out there. I think the Bengals have the advantage.
Is that a revenge game for Andy D? Bills big dub.
Bills
big dub.
They're actually saying that if Dalton plays well, he could take Jameis's job today.
Wow. I mean, there's some motivation right there. Revenge game plus job on the line. I don't know if you guys saw the report, but there were over 2,000 missing crabs. A species of crab has gone missing.
I thought it was like 1 billion crabs.
It could be something crazy like that. No coincidence, but Jameis Winston has missed the past 2 weeks.
That's wow.
Is Jameis down in crab legs, losing his job to Andy Dalton?
He's mathing, bro.
Yeah, I'm not it's like, am I Batman? I haven't seen me and Batman in the same room, so you don't know. Burrow showed up in his college uniform, hammered the Bengals. Ooh, that is true. They're down in the bayou, right? Yeah, they're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh man, Joey B might be slinging rock today. Joey B, if he gets some protection, he might be slinging the rock today. Can we get some props on some touchdown scores, maybe? Let's see. Joe Mixon plus 120. Jamar Chase plus 140. T. Higgins plus 190. What you feeling?
I have a bet for this game. My bet. I haven't gave a prop yet, and those are my main bets. So my first main bet is Joe Mixon over 17.5 rushes. And that's
absolutely.
For plus 100 for points on points bet. He's been stacking plus money.
Wow.
Even money, honestly. Plus 100 on points bet. But yeah, anytime they were in a game, every game that they've won, he's hit this mark. Right?
Yeah.
I think this is a game where the Bengals win and they're having a commanding lead the whole game, which equals Joe Mixon rushing the ball to close out the game, 1, and to 2, keep the pace. And every time they win, is Joe Mixon is involved, period. So
he's a big part of that offense. Definitely. Yeah. It's been his time to take over the keys to be ran through him, So it's about time. And his touchdown prop is plus 120. So if you're looking for a little parlay, I'm not saying, throw a bag on it, but if you're looking for that on top of his rushing prop, we could be getting something nice here. Let's see. Are those parlayable? Oh, they're not. FanDuel's hoeing us. Never mind. Sorry.
Nah, yeah, certain stuff you can't parlay. Rushing attempts you can't parlay, sadly.
Yeah,
because
they know.
It's a W.
It's cheeky.
Yo,
yeah.
I be smoking their ass on rush attempt props, bro. They can't handle it. They're
Dalton over half an interception. All right, let's see what we got on some Andy Dalton interception props. Minus 122.
I like it.
Andy D, we want to ride with that one at minus 122. Let's see if BetStamp has anything better.
I don't know. Man, I don't know.
You think Andy D is slinging today?
I just don't know if he's gonna be putting the ball in jeopardy like that while he's playing for a starting spot.
Reminder: you close double R, very close. BetStamp, right there. You're right there though. PointsBet is the book, but BetStamp is the app, and that is facts though. Reminder: use code MoSports. You see it right under Con, right there.
Yes, sir.
Get the best bang for your buck. You go on BetStamp. You use code MoSports. You are going to find the best value for your bets. You're going across 15 different sports books, finding whichever line. I mean, we were looking at Graham Gano, right? Me and Simo were talking Graham Gano's kicking points. And, you're good, Raheem. Don't even sweat. We got you. Graham Gano kicking points. 5.5 on FanDuel. 5.5. Every other line has it at 6.5. How would I have known that if I didn't go on BetStamp and check? Now I know Graham Gano over 5.5 total kicking points at -138. Only place you're going to be able to find that, FanDuel. You know, that's it. That's the benefits of BetStamp right there.
Yep, exactly.
But Andy D, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be definitely, he's coming for a job. I think he's going to be playing with his balls to the wall today. Is that going to be a good thing? I don't know, but I think it can also produce an interception. I think he's going to be trying to do a little too much. Michael Thomas is out, right? Still?
Yeah, and Jarvis Landry's out. Oh no, Olave's out.
Olave's out. That's kind of massive. I can't even lie to you. That he's been a massive part of that offense.
Yo, I didn't like him that much coming out of the draft, but he's like been so impressive.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's
I like
really
Olave.
I think right now, it's Drake London and then him, right? Like 1 and 2 for best receivers coming out. Kenny, and then like George Pickens maybe, like third, little lower.
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Wow, I forget.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a sophomore in my head
We're
for some
Giants
reason.
fans, bro. We don't like to fucking talk about him.
Yeah,
He's good.
and I mean,
Yeah,
how
he's good.
was he? I mean, today's a real test for him, right? Like, how good can he be without Joe Flacco? Like, second
And
game
against
now.
Jair Alexander.
Yeah, real test for him, huh?
So
All right,
for the
you guys-
Packers, for the
gonna say, you
Packers
got
Jets
another-
game, I got Robert Tonyan over 2.5.
Over 2.5 catches, I think he was going to say
That
there.
was
2.5
okay.
receptions. Yeah, I think he posted that one in Discord. I'm waiting. Oh, there we go. 2.5 receptions. Can you hear us?
Did I disconnect?
Oh, you're good. 2.5 receptions, right?
Yeah, -137 on Prize Picks.
Okay.
Over 2.5 receptions. Yep. I think he's hit this damn near over 60% this season, and I think the Jets defense is not really good, pass defense. So I think Robert Tonyan's going to get that. And at -137, there's nothing else, nowhere else you can find it at that, and that's pretty favorable.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 3 dump-offs, right? And, I mean, with Aaron Rodgers, he really looks to Tonyan as the safety blanket when he doesn't have those receivers. So, I mean, he doesn't really have much going on. I mean, we got Romeo Dubes projected 11 points fantasy-wise. Lazard projected 12.5, and then Randall Cobb projected 8. So that shows you right there they're going to be looking to their tight end.
Yeah,
definitely for a bit.
I can't validate any plays on the Packers wide receivers today. The Jets have Sauce and DJ Reed playing at a crazy high level. They barely got jack shit against the Giants' second string corners last week.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it is dominant New York defenses, man. You know, New York football defense is definitely back establishing itself. You love to see it. Yep, all right, another game I want to shed some light on for you guys. We were talking Bucks Steelers because we were talking Kenny Pickett props. We were talking some Tom Brady props. How you guys feel? I mean, this is a massive spread we're looking at here. We're looking at Bucks -10, and they're in Pittsburgh. So, I mean, is that really a -13 line with the Steelers just grabbing 3 points right there? Like, what's going on with that game?
I would, if I had to pick a side, I think I am taking Bucks -10. Just because I think there's a chance that Mike Tomlin might be like wearing a little thin in the locker room. I don't know if you guys saw, but Cameron Hayward retweeted something about how Mike Tomlin always had Big Ben and AB or something like that. And
the locker room turning on Mikey T just when he was doing the fucking, put that shit on 2 weeks ago.
That surprised me a lot. So I think there's legitimate cause for concern in Pittsburgh, and we saw last week how the Bills just torched them with Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. Both had 100 and a touchdown. And I think the same thing could be happening with Godwin and Mike Evans this week, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Steelers have
secondary beat up, right?
Yeah, and like I told you, man, they gave up a 100-yard receiver in every game they played this year.
Wow. So that's definitely something to look at. I mean, the money line's not having any value at -460, but I was looking at Tom Brady over 2.5 passing touchdowns, and that comes in at +162. So for plus money right there, we're talking, not too much if the spread is looking at 10 points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Steelers, it's going to be rough. I know Simo is over there in a house full of Steeler fans, so that's going to be a rough go with those guys over there. But Tampa Bay, man, I mean, this is going to be a get-right game for them, right? Like a team that's looking to still compete, but probably in the minds of fans, not as good or not on the level of a team like the Eagles or Chiefs, right? Or Bills. So, I don't know. All right, what else I got here? You got any other bet you're looking at?
I was gonna say that I think Godwin is due for a touchdown at plus 140. If we're on Brady throwing 3 touchdowns, then
CG's got to get one, right? Like,
yeah, he hasn't had one yet since he came back from the ACL tear, I think. And
my fantasy team would really like that, man. I really would definitely
definitely
enjoy that.
Of like thinking with my heart instead of my head, but
yeah, no, I get it though. I get it, and against a team like the Steelers, like we're saying, I mean, it makes the most sense. I did see you say in one of our group chats potential George Pickens touchdown today. How you feeling about that?
I mean, look, I wouldn't be taking Pickens if I wasn't getting crazy odds. I believe last week. Let me just find the exact number.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look for it right now. Plus 310. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's all right, I guess. If you're looking for a lotto parlay, potentially, but I don't know. Straight up the value of it, I was looking for something more in the fours, truthfully.
And the one thing that I have it at 325. That's where I got it at.
Okay.
And the one thing that gave me comfort in that is the last 2 weeks, he's averaging 73% of snaps, 8 targets a game, and 6 catches a game.
Okay.
Where his first 3 games with Mitch Trubisky, he was averaging about a catch and a half a game. So all these passes from Pickett are way more catchable. They're a little bit further downfield. And I truthfully don't respect the Bucs cornerback room that much. So,
yeah, no, I mean, they really rely on Devin White to make all the pressure happen in like every case scenario, right? Like, and then the secondary is just kind of there. Like they had Richard Sherman's corpse like 2 seasons ago. I mean, that was like their second cornerback.
Last year? Maybe not. Maybe I'm bugging.
I think it was the Super Bowl season, right? Like I want to say he got a ring and skated. So that's the move, man. And now he's getting a bag from fucking Jeff Bezos doing Thursday Night Football with Prime. Like,
bag to just say run the ball every week. Like what?
I mean, he does have to sit through Thursday night games, so I guess that's kind of they would have to pay me a shit ton too to sit through that fucking stinker. All right, I got one more bet for you, and then we could talk some fantasy football. So I am looking at Falcons game right now, 49ers at the Atlanta Falcons. Only a 4-point spread. You feel like that's coverable for the 49ers? I feel like they're solid. I don't know.
I definitely think that's coverable, but I think if I'm gonna lean on something, I think I'm either just gonna take Niners money line or Falcons money line. It would probably be Niners. I don't think the Falcons are that good, and I think their coaching sucks.
Their coaching's horrific.
So
absolutely horrific. I mean, the Kyle Pitts situation right there says it for you in a nutshell. I mean, the fact that he's out there blocking when you have a literal like Megatron-esque builds of a guy sitting at tight end, it's disgusting business. I'm going to be preying on their downfall today. For sure, the Falcons. I'm riding with a Marcus Mariota interception, plus 108 through Barstool, plus money. I mean, come on. For Marcus Mariota to throw a pick, the secondary of the 49ers has been insane, so far this season. Like, they're one of the better secondaries in the league. And truthfully, like, there's no big name, right? Like, they kind of just work as a unit. And, I mean, Fred Warner being the captain of that defense, like, him and obviously Bosa play a big role, but their secondary has done enough to definitely shut down the number 1 wide receiver on any other team so far this season. So I think
Mariota under pass yards.
Yeah, let's get some odds on that real quick. Mariota passing yards sits at 192, so 192 and a half. We feel like under on that. Jimmy G is at 226 and 228 and a half. I feel like that's kind of high.
You said 192 from Mariota?
Yeah.
He's hit that 3 out of 5 games. 1 was against the Seahawks, and one was against the Saints. His last 2 games, he hasn't had a game above 150. And now he plays the best defense in the NFL.
Oof. Yeah, I like Mariota to go under then.
192 for Mariota is a horrible line. You should be slamming the under on that.
110, minus 110. I mean, that's a low number too. Like he's kind of getting disrespected and still going under. Oh man, you hate to see it. That's disgusting. All right, so you got any more bets you want to dish out, or you want to talk some fantasy football?
Let me see. The one other thing I wanted to say was I do think Brees gets in the end zone.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. He's like, when I got him, it was plus 185. Packers run defense is their weakness of the defense. We saw it with Saquon last week. So if anybody's going to score for them, I think it's going to be Brees.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is the game that we finally see Michael Carter take that full step back and finally
is that one the 199.5 from Mariota?
Yeah. That's nuts. That is nuts. We're going to be hammering that one home. I'm going to post that in the Discord as soon as we end this episode for sure. Honestly, I might have to post it right now.
Nothing's ever a sure thing in sports betting, bro, but there's sometimes where like there's a line and if you don't take it and it hits, you're going to kick yourself.
Yeah.
So like just do it.
Yeah. Wow. 199.5 is a lot for a guy that is kind of a CFL quarterback, right? Like this is insane. 199.5. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I got a fantasy question for you.
Yes, sir.
So, I am a guy who was sitting at 4-0, and then I get breaking news: Javonte Williams ACL tear, right? And my running back room of Austin Eckler, Javonte Williams, Brian Robinson takes a slight hit. I have Cam Akers as well, but obviously, not much going on there.
Yeah.
This week I have taken a flyer on Eno Benjamin going up against the Seahawks. Should I feel confident in his 14.5 projected fantasy points?
Yes. And I think there's potential there for a big time boom game. If you remember when the Seahawks played the Lions, Jamal Williams had like 102 touchdowns, I think. And I do think that Eno and Jamal are pretty similar in talent. Eno's a lot younger, so he hasn't got on the field as much, but he was a great player in college. And we're talking fantasy, right? So we're talking PPR. We're talking about, just the chances at a touchdown. And in 4 games this year, 4 out of the 5, he's hit 4 targets. And 3 out of the 5, he's hit 3 receptions. In none of those games besides last week did he have over 50% of snaps. So if we're talking about Eno right here with like a 60, 65, 70% snap share, you could be looking at 6 targets. You could be looking at 5 catches. Typically, if you're catching the ball out of the backfield, you're getting maybe like 5-6 yards a pop. So if we're talking about 7.5 points just from catches.
Yeah. No, I mean, shit, I'll take it at that point.
Yeah.
If that's going to be,
we're not talking about
the deal.
Rushing yards. We're not talking about the chance of him breaking a catch off for like 20 yards. We're not talking about a touchdown. We're talking about just a passing baseline of about 8 points. So
I should feel confident with my Eckler-Eno stack right now?
I think so, bro.
And keep Mike Boone on the bench against the Los Angeles Chargers?
Yeah, one thing with Mike Boone and everybody in that Denver backfield is I honestly think Latavius Murray looked pretty good in that London game for the Saints, I believe he was playing for.
Yep.
So I think there's a legitimate chance that first and second down work is Latavius's, and then third down, passing down stuff is split between Mike Boone and Melvin Gordon. So I actually have a dynasty league, where I have Melvin Gordon. I sold him for a 2nd-round pick. I don't want anything to do with him.
Wow, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And I'm just posting this Marcus Mariota play. I actually just found that 202.5 passing yards for minus 115 on Barstool. So we're going to be riding that one home. Absolutely. How we feeling about Kenneth Walker III? It's probably solid. I mean, like, it's a Seattle offense, right? So like, what's his ceiling? We don't know, but the baseline is that like he's going to get work. So I mean, if you're looking for a volume guy and like you really need a flex like that, I mean, Yeah, that's the best it's probably going to get for him. I'm going to say about 10 to 12 points.
I was gonna say my take on Kenny Walker. I think he's a very good player, and I think that the Seattle situation gets a bad rap because of their previous O-lines and previous, philosophies with how they run offense. From weeks 3, 4, and 5, they ran a lot more plays than they did the first 2 weeks, which obviously we love that for ceiling, for your fantasy players. The one swing skill for Kenny Walker is going to be if they trust him to catch passes.
Yeah.
DJ Dallas did it last week, and he didn't do it much in college, Kenny Walker. So that's the one thing that makes me question his ceiling. But he's a great player, and I should say very good player. And he's going
to get volume. So,
flex play, very solid.
For sure. I mean, I'm just looking at this one league I'm in, man, and it's rough out here. Like I'm sitting on this team full of just, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, like DeAndre Swift. I don't know what to do anymore. I got Hunter Renfrow too, who was kind of like I was taking a little bit of a flyer on, but he's obviously got a bye today. I can't catch a break over here, and I don't know. I'm turning today into a full stack of Breece Hall and Michael Carter both. So I don't know, praying for the best. And actually, this is kind of shameless, but I'm starting Elijah Moore as well, right? This is a 7 offensive player league, so I have no choice at the moment but to start. Oh my goodness, dude. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 10 offensive players.
Yeah.
There's 2 running backs, 3 RB wide receiver slots, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and an offensive player. I have Carter, Breece, Elijah Moore, and then Zach Wilson as my offensive player. No choice. With literally no choice. And then my bench, Swift out, Keenan Allen out, Michael Thomas out, Deshaun massaging. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I need to get oiled up and get myself out of here.
Bro, look, if you want a little bit of optimism for your plays with the full Jets lineup, I think Michael Carter had like 15 points last week, and Breece Hall had like 28. So if you're starting,
last week it was great. Last week it was fantastic.
Maybe you can get like 30 combined points from the both of them or something like that.
Yeah,
definitely no take it.
Yeah, and then my other guys are Pickens, Pittman, Zay Jones, Zach Ertz. So it's rough out here with these injuries, man. It's really rough out here.
Let me ask you a question now. I have a little start decision, and I don't know what to do. So in my lineup, starting 3 wideouts, and I have in my lineup locked in for sure are Hollywood Brown and Chris Godwin. Now for my wide receiver 3, I don't know where I go. Should I go Garrett Wilson? Should I go DJ Moore or George Pickens?
Man, the last guy I'm taking is DJ Moore. That's the thing. That's what sucks. He's probably the best player there too.
Yeah,
what's so annoying. That sucks. He's the most talented guy out of those 3, but I'd probably say Pickens. I think he probably has the best connection with his quarterback, and we talked about that ceiling of him getting a touchdown today. So I don't know. I definitely feel like Zach Wilson likes Elijah Moore and Corey Davis more than he likes Garrett Wilson. I think that Wilson's peak was with Joe Flacco, being that they had those second team reps together. They have the experience in the not practice squad, but the second stringers. So yeah, that's my feeling on it. I don't know. It's definitely close though. Just so disappointing with the DJ Moore situation.
No, why are we not going to ride with George Pickens? You convinced me. Why are we not going to go all in on Georgie? We bet his touchdown.
Got to.
We're seeing blowout. They're going to be passing. They're
going to be passing the ball. Kenny Pickett's probably rookie connection. These guys are definitely familiar with each other. So that's definitely what I would go with. Kenny Pickett to George Pickens action. Some Pickens for sure. All right.
Killer bees now instead of the killer bees.
That is true. Wow. You love to see it. That would be nice if they brought back those jerseys. I would definitely be interested. Kenny Pickett is from around by us, so That would be a sick. Yeah, he's from Ocean Township, New Jersey. Shout out Kenny P. We actually have somebody in the Facebook group who is familiar with him. Going to see if we can pull some strings, maybe get an interview with Kenny P. That would be sick. That would be absolutely sick. But all right, let's wrap up, reiterate these bets real quick, just to let everybody know what we're riding with. I'm going to be coming with Jacksonville plus 114 on the money line. You can get that on Profit Exchange. Thank you to BetStamp for that. Best odds right there. We're going to be throwing a unit on that. Then I'm coming over. We were just talking about that Steelers-Bucks game. Brady over 2.5 passing touchdowns for plus money, plus 162. Digging that one all the way. I actually can't believe 3 out of my 4 plays here are plus money. I'm coming next with that Marcus Mariota interception, turning over to the Falcons game. That comes in at plus 108 on BetMGM and Barstool. And then my final play is with our New York Football Giants, Graham Gano, over 5.5 total kicking points. That comes in at minus 138 on the big FD.
I love that play. That play is so crazy, dude. Like, you need 2 field goals to bank.
Yep. And it's Graham. Graham is nails, Graham is absolute nails.
That's the best signing Dave Gettleman made. But
seriously.
To wrap up for what I had, I love both New York teams, getting points this week. The Giants are at home getting 5.5. I think that game's going to be close. I don't think they're going to win, but if there's one thing Brian Daboll's going to do, he's going to keep the game close for his boys.
Absolutely.
Then I got Jets plus 7.5 at Green Bay. I have Vikings minus 3.5 against the Dolphins. Teron Armstead was ruled inactive during the time that we were on here. So I have those 3. And then I have some touchdown bets. Godwin anytime for plus 140. Pickens anytime for plus 320. Breece Hall anytime for plus 185. And KJ Osborne anytime plus 310.
You know who's not nails? Alabama's kicker. Yeah, Nick Saban, he was going to blow a gasket yesterday. That was absolutely bonkers. What a game by Tennessee.
Do you think that Alabama kicker got his car taken away by Saban? Absolutely.
He might have. He definitely might have. He's going to the dining hall today. He's going to try and get some lunch or something. It's just going to, you're not a student here anymore.
No, that card is not. No, that's not working.
No, but really loving our bets today. Very excited. Obviously, another NFL game day. We're going to be active on Twitter, guys. Make sure you follow us at Mo Sports Network, at Moneyline Madness. Don't forget, special thanks to Con for coming on today. Drop a follow for him and his boys on Twitter at Dynasty Dogs FF, right?
Yep,
on Twitter.
Yep.
Nice. Dynasty Dogs FF. It is in the description as well, so you guys can check them out there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Double R, Maine, Ernest, everybody else that was in here. Andy B at MetLife. I hope it's still buzzing.
If you
let's
give
go
me
Giants.
1 second.
Yeah.
I just want to say a lot of good primetime games with the Eagles and Cowboys. And I think it was Chargers Broncos tomorrow night.
Yep.
So take your players out of your running back or wide receiver spot, put them in your flex spot. So if they get injured or if they a game time decision, you can take them out instead of somebody else in.
Yep, absolute expert fantasy advice right there. You heard it here first. Little Let's Go Phils from Double R. I mean, honestly, if the Yankees do end up getting bounced, I'm all over the Phillies with you, Double R. You will catch me on that bandwagon. I mean, just because Ryan Howard signed my hat at Blue Claws when I was 8 years old. So shout out to him for
beast.
Dude, in one of his rehab starts, I mean, him and Cole Hamels always used to be down by Blue Claws, go over, get a little hat signed. I was, my day was made. So ever since then, I was like, you know what? The Phils are my National League team. So if the Yanks get bounced, I'm right there with you, Double R. You got anything else you want to plug in real quick?
No, I'm all right, bro.
Dope. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will catch you guys tomorrow night for our pregame show. Andy B will be back. Con, you're more than welcome to come on again. Simo will have some better connection as well. And we're going to be talking bets, probably some Russell Wilson, nonsense because, he's the Wilson. Yeah. I was going to call him Will shit. And then, the sun started coming out. So, I mean, Russell will shit. We can bet that he will shit the bed.
Yeah.
So we'll catch you guys tomorrow for a little Broncos Chargers. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been
Enjoy your Sunday.
Moneyline Madness pregame kickoff. Peace. Let's go Giants.